doing an exercise that is in the textbook, Successful Project Management. So the first thing that we want to do is to update the information. Click on File, go to Info, get to Advanced Properties, and then we change this into Consumer Market Study. Then you save. Let's get to the project. Now, as we look at the summary task, if we want to display the project summary, insert, there it is. This is our summary task. But if we want to reflect the project name, task 0, then we go and unhide it. Okay. Have a look at what happens here once you have clicked the project summary. See that it is changed to 0, right? Go back to our task ribbon. The next thing that we want to do, project information. We go to the project task and click on the project information ribbon. And in the textbook, you need to set the start date as the 1st of December 2018. December 2018. That's what we are looking at. Okay. And okay. That we have the 1st of December 2018 is our start date. So we are done with the which is the consumer market study. The next thing that we want to do is to add work packages, all right, and various entries. When you go to the textbook on page 142, list, I am going to just copy everything that we have here and paste it onto our workbook. I did not copy everything. Just give me a second. I need to copy everything that we have here. Okay. I'm gonna have to highlight and paste there. So these are all the work packages and they are now that we have all the activities that we need, the next thing to do is to make sure that we have subtasks. All right. For the questionnaire, there are two work packages there. It's the design and the responses. Highlight the first two work packages under the questionnaire, and you the right arrow, the green one, like that. See what happens. It means that this has been made sub, right, for the summary task. Under design, there are 5. Highlight everything like that, and you indent. It means you have relegated all these tasks, right? I need to go to highlight everything and indent. Okay. I need to raise this one by moving it back. That we, for this work package, there are 3 activities there. All right. Then the next thing is to do the report. Can work package, the same as the questionnaire. So you can click this one out, indent out. Okay. And to do that, I need to highlight everything first. Okay, and I am going to indent like that. And I can get out the report. All right. Hopefully you're able to see what is happening here. You have the summary task, which is the consumer markets. 2 main tasks or 2 main work packages, questionnaire and the report. And under that, you have the 2 tasks here. All right. And now we do a report. I need to indent here, okay, like that. And I also need to indent like that. Okay, this part of indent out like that. All right. So we are done with the work package and the various activities from our workbook, which ones are the main tasks and which ones are the subtasks. We can continue to look at the next activity, predecessors. All right. Just one point there, when you go to your textbook and you are looking, you will find that develop draft questionnaire, okay? Develop draft questionnaire. it is dependent on task number 3. So if I put a 3 there, look what happens on your Gantt chart. It is another thing that I want you to understand is that if you look at mail questionnaire and get responses, there are 2 predecessors there. Ten. All right. If you have more than one predecessor, you will use a comma to separate the task number of saying 9, 10, right? For the sake of time, I am just going to copy all the then paste them onto my project. All right. I am going to paste them there. We did to start here at 3. Paste. Okay. Like that. So when you look at task number 11, it depends on task number. So that is how you put in the predecessors. The next thing is to look at resources. If I move this divider to the right, it's a column for resources. All right. There are various people that are responsible for various things. I'm just going to have stored this data. If you look at identify target customers, the person responsible is Mbali. If I look at test software, it is Boo. Copy it so that I can save a little bit of some time. All right. Going to start at identify. Right. I'm going to paste all these things just to see what has happened to your Gantt chart there. And accompanying resource or the person who's responsible for those resources. Before we move on to the network diagram, I want you to see how calculated automatically. Okay, so then we can see that this consumer market study is going to take 9 days. And then we look at the 2 activities. They are going to take so it just adds on its own. All right. Cool. We can move swiftly along to look at the network diagram. The network diagram, you have to go to view, all right, here, all right, and you can choose network diagram there. You can still stay in the task ribbon and go to the Gantt chart. There's an arrow here. If you click it and choose network diagram, it takes you to this page. So this is your network diagram. You can see it like that. Just gonna minimize a little bit. And this is your network showing all the activities that are in this question. All right, let's go so that we can go to the next thing. The next activity is to set the baseline. The baseline is really important. And set your baseline, you will then be able to compare what you planned versus your progress or the things that actually happened. All right. So for us to be we go to the project ribbon. Here it says set baseline, which is a snapshot of your schedule. And say set baseline. Click there. And we are looking at the entire project. It's a baseline. Right. We have set our baseline. This is what was being asked of you in the activity in your text. One pointer here, if you see on my left-hand corner here, we have resources highlighted in red. This task is over. So it means this task has more than what is required. Okay, so you can then go on to the aim of this exercise. But if you do right click, then it gives you different options. All right. So basically, this is what was required for the exercise. Right. I am going to stop recording.